Hello and welcome to Arabian Business TV. Anyone who lives and works in the UAE will have heard of DIFC, Dubai's financial hub, but many might be unfamiliar with DIFC Courts, a set of courts that manages disputes within DIFC. The courts are conducted in English, presided over by judges from the UK, Singapore and the Emirates, and follow English civil procedure law. We're here at the courts today to find out more about what goes on and chat with some of the judges.
I've heard a lot of mention about coffee shop laws. If, for example, I sign a contract in one of DIFC's coffee shops, could I take up my case with DIFC courts if needs be?
That issue is a legal question which will remain to be definitively decided ultimately by the Court of Appeal. The past Chief Justice has expressed the view that if two parties have no connection with the IFC and happen to be having a cup of coffee in Starbucks and sign a contract there, that was not within the intended purview of the legislation. But that was a remark made not within the context of an actual case.
What does having DIFC courts established within a financial hub mean for investors that are looking to open up their offices in DIFC?
Basically, it's meant to tell the foreign investor that he has a home away from home, that people who come from the financial centers of the world are generally used to a working environment that's conducted in English and under a system which is broadly a common law system. And those are the two features that the DIFC courts offers. Disputes are conducted in English. The courts here are manned by judges who have worked in common law countries. They apply laws which are derived from the common law, and parties can bring their own counsel from their home jurisdictions to argue their case.
Can you tell me a little bit more about your partnership with other courts in the UAE?
Within the UAE, we have memoranda of understanding with all of the other states except Abu Dhabi, on which we are working. And within Dubai itself, which is probably the most relevant, we have a memorandum of understanding with the Dubai courts. And more important, we are in continual contact with them because we have a joint users committee whereby a couple of judges from our courts and a few judges from their courts meet regularly to discuss and iron out problems of liaison and coordination and mutual recognition. Because the whole basis for the DIFC court system is founded on the premise that any orders that we make are capable of enforcement in Dubai through the Dubai courts. And they have been extremely cooperative with us in that regard.
The Small Claims Tribunal was set up to hear cases that are under 100,000 dirhams in value. And recently, we've been able to extend the jurisdiction of that, in fact, to include any employment law cases without a cap as to how much value is at stake, so long as the parties agree, or in other cases, such as a debt collection case, where the cap would then be 500,000 dirhams, again, if the parties agree. It's been very successful in resolving disputes between companies, especially employees and their companies. And we've certainly seen a bit of an increase in that this year. In 2010, we've actually had 81 cases filed before the Small Claims Tribunal. And last year that was around 66 cases.
You've seen an increase in the number of people that are coming to you with disputes. Is that, do you think, as a result of the downturn, or is that because people are more aware that you settle disputes such as these?
Well, it's hard to say. We're definitely, have become tried and tested, and I think a lot of people are gaining more awareness about the facility and the service that we provide here, and that has a lot to do with it.